Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Here is your daily news report and fourth stimulus check update. In today's video, I will be bringing you up to date on the latest stimulus news and information. Some lawmakers want to restore the $300 federal weekly unemployment benefit. Other lawmakers are considering providing workers $300 a week if they return to their previous jobs. It's very interesting news, everyone. Remember that this Friday evening, I will be announcing the winners of this week's $75 Amazon gift card giveaway. You can still enter the giveaway. All you need to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and also leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone. A recent study found that households with children reporting food shortages, financial instability, and depression dropped significantly, thanks to President Joe Biden's American Rescue Plan. While millions of Americans are waiting for the Biden administration to finally pass another round of stimulus checks, many are depending on federal unemployment benefits to pay for basic necessities. Now, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer recently announced that she wants to expand how Michigan uses federal unemployment funds to incentivize Michigan residents to return to work after this crisis. During a news conference, Governor Whitmer said, "The plan involves providing a bonus of $300 per week to specific employees returning to their previous jobs through the week of September 4th, 2021. Whitmer did not say when the program would start, how many people are expected to be eligible, or any eligibility dates for those returning to work. Whitmer's spokesman stated that the payments are currently available only to employers participating in the state workshare program who bring back people previously employed. But the governor is working with legislator to change the law in order to provide bonuses for any new employee hired by a business through a workshare program, not just those previously employed who are brought back." Whitmer had told reporters, "We are going to use a federal $300 per week in unemployment benefits to our advantage so we can incentivize people to get back to work, maximize a family's income, and help employers fully build up their businesses and staff." In Baltimore, Mayor Brandon Scott threatened to override the governor's orders with legislative action if Governor Larry Hogan does not restore the $300 federal unemployment benefits in Maryland. The letter was issued by Mayor Scott, the Baltimore City Council President, and the Baltimore City Comptroller. Maryland Governor Larry Hogan said the extended benefit in Maryland would end on July 3rd, 2021. He made the move just 2 weeks after the Maryland Department of Labor indicated that the payments would continue. So everyone, do you think lawmakers should reinstate the $300 federal unemployment benefits? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. The state of Maine's government recently announced it would be providing $1,500 payments to be given to employees who start working between June 15th through June 30th to encourage unemployed residents to rejoin the workforce. In a press release, the state government said that the payments are part of the state's Back to Work program and will be administered by the Maine Department of Labor and Department of Economic and Community Development. Apart from the $1,500 payment, people who begin working in June will be eligible for another one-time payment of $1,000. The program is first come, first serve, and uses $10 million in federal funding. These payments could potentially affect up to 7,500 Mainers. In a statement, Maine Governor Janet Mills said, "We have worked hard over the last 15 months to get the crisis under control so that it's safe for everyone to return to work. Now cases are down and jobs are plentiful. To be eligible to receive the payment, employees must have received unemployment for the week of May 29, 2021, accept a full-time job that pays less than $25 an hour, and stay with the job for 8 weeks, and not receive unemployment benefits for those 8 weeks of unemployment." At the beginning of June, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce released a report that showed the labor shortage in the U.S. had worsened in the past few months, with a record 8.1 million vacant jobs in the United States. Though GOP lawmakers have blamed expanded unemployment benefits of disincentivizing people from rejoining the workforce, labor experts have said that the shortage is largely due to a mixture of factors, including schools continuing to stay closed and lingering concerns surrounding this crisis. As Forbes reported in May, Economists from Bank of America predicted that the labor shortage may push wages higher as employers become desperate and people hold out for higher pay. Senior economist Joseph Song predicted that wages would rise in sectors that were hit the hardest by this crisis, such as tourism and hospitality. So what are your thoughts on this, everyone? I would really love to know. Please leave them in the comments section below. The Internal Revenue Service said it is continuing to distribute federal stimulus checks to eligible Americans, with another 2.3 million payments issued on Wednesday. Some of those payments include plus-up adjustments for people who received less money than they were entitled to in earlier checks. The Internal Revenue Service on Wednesday said it has now delivered more than 169 million payments. Many families continue to struggle with a financial hit to their income since the crisis began. I really hope that our lawmakers pass more financial aid for the American people very soon. That is the end of the video, everyone. I hope you found this video helpful today. This coming Friday evening, I will be giving away more $75 Amazon gift cards. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, share and like this video, and please remember to leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a very, very blessed Tuesday evening.
Thank you so much, Congressman Bowman, for yielding to me and also for your tremendous leadership in the Progressive Caucus. We are so proud to welcome you into the Progressive Caucus, into Congress, and to have the benefit of your tremendous experience in education, in caregiving, on so many fronts. And I'm so proud to co-sponsor your CARE resolution with you. I think it's a very important statement. I'm also very proud to be here as the chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus. This is our special order hour that we get to devote to any topic that we want. And today, it is a real privilege and an honor to devote it to the American Families Plan. Why? Because the American Families Plan and the American Jobs Plan are what this country needs and what this country wants. Democrats, Republicans, and independents across the country have said clearly that they are ready for a big, bold investment that allows America to build back better. That is what the president has proposed. Because, Madam Speaker, at the core of any society is how we care and look out for each other. And that reality was made undeniably clear as we've struggled to overcome the COVID-19 pandemic with over 600,000 deaths. And at the root of our recovery is how we look out for each other, how we give each other opportunity, how we ensure that America truly is a country where we're all better off when we're all better off. For me, coming to this country by myself at the age of 16, now getting to serve in the United States Congress as the first South Asian American woman, I have watched how too many people across America do not have that opportunity. They do not have the investments that we as a federal government should make in order for them to be successful. Now, our care economy is broad. I'm not just talking about essential healthcare providers like nurses and doctors who cared for patients struck by COVID-19. I'm talking about the broader care infrastructure, and that includes childcare, it includes home and community care services, and it includes providing everyone with basic paid family and medical leave and more.